playing just his 29th game of the season. Mark Davis, Musa Dagger, C.J. Washington are official. November 3rd when they were 3-3. Only one other team in NBA history started as poorly as the Clippers and got back to 500. James with the steal. Skip to James, now Ayton down low and fumbled it out of. Here is Leonard, 8th in the league in scoring, leads the NBA in assists. He's also 4th in free throw shooting. Here is Lopez, the former one-time Laker, knocks down the 15-footer.
Well, that's going to be interesting. The Lakers are not a heavy blitz team, but Kawhi, they just sent a second defender at him, and obviously Brook makes a good decision at the free throw line. Be interesting to see how much the Lakers do that with Kawhi tonight.
Step back three, Doncic, in and out. Luka 0 for 2. He leads the NBA in scoring. Won the scoring title 2 years ago. Lopez down low, gets hacked, count the basket. Ford.
That defender's giving him such a cushion. That's an easy shot for him.
Lopez in year 18 is averaging about 7 points per game, and he's got 5 in the first minute and 18 seconds.
Well, his minutes have drastically shot up, right? In the absence of Ivica Zubac.
Reeves to the basket. First points for the Lakers.
And that's Austin Reeves. This is one of the most dynamic, effective drivers in the game.
Averaging 25 points per game, again in limited action. Lopez off 1 foot, knocks down another one. You touched on him needing to step up because they traded away Ivica Zubac to the Pacers. They got Benedict Mathurin in that deal. He went off for 38 in the win over Denver last night. He'll be their 6th man now. James fouled by Doncic, finds Reeves wide open in the corner. It's good for 3.
Boy, what a season. You hate that Austin Reeves endured that injury because he was marching right to his first All-Star appearance before that.
And perhaps an All-NBA performance. One point he was in the top 5 in the NBA in scoring. He's got all 5 for the Lakers. Lopez all 7 for the Clippers, but Dunn gets into the act, and what a pass by Leonard.
Well, that's again second time now they've sent that second defender. Second time Kawhi has made the pass to the bucket.
Reeves driving, takes it himself and lays it home. He looks fresh coming out of the All-Star break.
I mean, he is very hard to keep in front. Tight enough handle, can go either direction.
5th year for Reeves, undrafted out of Oklahoma, 27 years old. Collins gets to the rim in the teeth of the Laker defense for the slam.
And things are looking easy. They're making all the right reads. Ball is moving. And listen, the Clippers will play differently. Right, when James Harden and Zubac was here, it was a lot of pick and roll. Now the ball's going to move a little bit more.
Clippers are 5 for 5 from the floor. Doncic into the lane. And Luka's on the board. His first points of the night.
I mean, it's just so crafty. There's always some sort of ball fake just to get that defender moving in the direction he wants.
Averaging 33 points per game. 3rd time in his career. 32 points per game plus. And a turnover, Ayton ahead to James. Numbers for the Lakers, 3-on-2. LeBron attacks Leonard and finishes off glass.
Well, as a downhill force, this guy remains problematic for teams. He's still got size, strength, and athleticism, and a whole lot of know-how.
And he is now 23 points away from 43,000 for his career. The all-time leading scorer. Short as Lopez. James tracks down the rebound. The oldest player ever to get a triple-double. He had that in the game prior to the All-Star break. Doncic. Deflected by Dunn out of bounds. Lakers have made their last 5 shots from the floor. Timer at 5. James against Lopez. James on the crossover, falling way through the lane. Tough shot. And James able to connect.
So how about a guy who was listed as questionable at one point today gets here at 125 to make sure he's prepared to play.
6 hours or thereabouts before tip. Collins on the turnaround. John Collins having a really good year his first season with the Clippers.
It was funny, when I had them early in the year, Ty Lue, they had played about 8 games, and he said, I don't know his game yet. He's figured it out.
Collins scores again after the turnover by Doncic. Collins with 6 points, 3 for 3 from the floor. Collins late getting back on Dave. James makes him pay with a 3. James 3 for 3, 7 points.
Tell you what, he got downhill early, sees the ball go through the rim. 3-point shooting has been a real struggle for him, but boy, he looked confident there.
His 52nd made 3. Collins corner 3 and boarded by Ayton. James has the last 7 points for the Lakers. Fires to Ayton down low for the slam. And Ty Lue calls a timeout.
Turns again offensively. And again, mentioned that last season when Luka was traded, they had a few utility plays for the Lakers already this season, Dave and DB.
And JJ thinks that he's going to be a big help to them. But back to your original point about that 3 trying to find a groove. The 6-minute span, Doris, here tonight, they're on the floor so far. Look pretty good as Leonard takes his first shot of the game and hits.
And you can tell JJ thinks that they are trending in the right direction. They've employed a zone, and that has been an effective tool for them. And he likes the numbers offensively. He's like, listen, bottom line, we got to get out in transition. There's no question, but our half-court offense is better. They think they're moving in the right direction. Now, can they get some continuity together?
Doncic for 3. The Lakers have made 9 straight. Doncic has 5. By the way, James and Reeves with 7 apiece. So they have almost the entire scoring for the Lakers so far. Lopez, who has 7, lobs it up there. Collins missed the initial attempt, goes back up, misses again.
Okay, how are you going to pin that on John Collins? Did you see how high that lob pass was?
That was, I wonder if he thought it was Derek Jones for how high he threw that ball. He's about the only one that could have caught that. Benedict Mathurin checking in at 38 points. In his home debut for the Clippers yesterday. Had a 38-point game when he was with the Pacers earlier this season. Lopez short on the triple try. Rebound by Jackson Hayes. Here's Jake LaRavia, who's played in all 55 games now for the Lakers. Had to start 33 of them because of all the injuries. Doncic dribbling through traffic. There's a lob pass as he finds Jackson Hayes.
He's got everything working. He's already hit a step back. He's already touched the paint multiple times. And that, folks, is how you throw the lob.
Mastered that in Dallas with Derek Jones. They were teammates. Went to the finals a couple years ago. Leonard backs out of the double team, throws to the corner for Jones with a shot clock at 3. Jones has to hoist, and it's off target. The Clippers 0 for 4 from 3-point range.
It feels like the Lakers have settled a little bit better on the action after the second defender goes.
Straight on 3, swishes through. Doncic blows a kiss to the crowd as the Lakers have hit 11 straight.
Boy, does it feel like a game out of All-Star where everybody's fresh and ready to play?
The energy is incredible. Mathurin, no, the tip won't go. Lopez eventually inside again with 4 Lakers around the ball. And it's Lopez that gets the board and the stick back.
Obviously, rim protection has been an issue for the Lakers all year.
Doncic splits the double underneath to Hayes. Blocked by Lopez out of bounds.
And again, making it tough on them to score. John, best of luck. Thank you. Thank you. Dave?
A really good first quarter for Collins, George, with 8 points. Just to clean up a couple things. So a scoring change. They changed it 2 to a 3 for Mathurin, so they did make 1 3. The Clippers did in that quarter. Also, the shot by Hachimura as Niederhauser scores at the buzzer. Since we've got a new rule this year, it's considered a heave. It's beyond 35 feet at the buzzer, so no shot attempt. So the Lakers shoot 84% that quarter as Mathurin fouls Reeves. That's the top shooting quarter by any NBA team this season, and the best shooting.
Luka had half of their 8 threes.
Here's a 3 from Hachimura that's down. They're 9 of 10 now from 3-point range. Hachimura having a career year shooting the 3, 8th in the NBA at 45%. Here's Leonard, who took just 1 shot, did have 3 assists in the first quarter. Now a turnover by the Clippers.
They doubled Kawhi again on the sideline, and he stepped out of bounds.
Reeves downhill. feeds Vanderbilt, who missed it at the rim. And LeBron James takes a shot to the face, and it's a foul on Nieder. His first trip to the line tonight. He scored 7 points in 8 minutes in the first quarter. 3 of 3 from the floor.
How about his performance going into break?
Unreal. Triple-double.
The oldest player with a triple-double.
First of the year. Also, he's got 4 straight games with 10 or more assists. The oldest player ever to do that.
And it was going to be interesting tonight because J.J. Redick has gone through much of the year without a full contingent of players at his disposal. And outside of the top 6, he was telling us, for those other players, it will be a little clunky as we figure out the rotations. So you saw Luka solo at a portion of that first quarter, and he gave LeBron and Austin a rest together. Like, watching this develop is going to be fun. Second time he's hit that shot off the window, Austin, and he's pleading for a call there.
He is 5 for 5. The Lakers are 19 of 23 from the floor. Leonard, who played 33 minutes last night, playing the second night of a back-to-back. Don't know how many minutes he'll go tonight. He's already played 11. He's taken just 2 shots. Here's James working on Niederhauser and lost the ball. Leonard stops in the lane and hits.
I mean, this guy, just both ends, you know. You've got 2 really good defenders with him in Chris Dunn and Derek Jones, so he can match down a little bit. But when you need him to be a lockup guy, he can do that.
Reeves. Oh, sweet move behind the back. Out to James. Long 3 is short. Just a second 3-point miss for the Lakers. Here's Mathurin, who's got 9 already in 7 minutes off the bench. And Leonard fouled by Smart at midcourt. The first.
Harder to double Kawhi.
We asked Ty Lue before the game, as Leonard strokes home a 3, is this the best you've seen Kawhi play? He said yes. We said on both ends, he said yes.
Yeah. Did you hear Charles Barkley prior to the game? Like, I thought he made a fascinating point. When you think about the amount of time Kawhi Leonard has missed. Nice little finish there. The up and down nature of the minutes played, et cetera, et cetera. And yet he comes back and he's top 5 player in the league. After everything he's been through physically, it's incredible.
And fouled on the 3-point try by Vanderbilt.
The growth in this guy's offensive game. People want to think about, oh, the 2-time Finals MVP. Like, he has put in a ton of time to methodically build out his game. Low post because of the size, making free throws at a high clip, and then stretching out his perimeter shooting. Like, this is a self-made, hard work, offensive development story here.
He's made 112 threes on the season. And again, really worked on his foul shooting. He's so consistent to 34 straight 20-point games, which is #2 among active players. He's about 100 behind Gilgeous-Alexander,
wow,
who's out right now due to injury. But just remarkable that even with all the injuries, he's able to come in and be consistent. You get the same Kawhi, it seems like, every night.
Right. And Dave, I love that he came in with the mindset, I'm taking 7 threes a game, something that the Clippers have tried to encourage him with, and he's finally taken it to heart.
8 points for him in the last minute, and the Clippers back within 10. Here's Reeves, who has the hot hand, 5 of 5 from the floor, and he lost it on the baseline out of bounds. That is now 6 turnovers by the Lakers. Leonard has former Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart on him. Now Reeves on the switch. That's the matchup Leonard wants. They'll double Leonard. He'll pull it out, and he stepped on the sideline again. That's the second time he's done that already. Guy that's normally very aware of where he is on the floor and where everybody else is defensively on the court.
But high percentage of touches tonight where that second defender is heading in his direction.
Reeves weaving through traffic, fires, and it hit Ayton in the face, but pinballs back to Reeves. James on the back down, 41-year-old against 37-year-old Batum, and the 41-year-old wins. LeBron James with another basket. He's got 11 points.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Off 1 foot. I wasn't sure he had enough lift to make that, but he's still got so much strength.
Now a technical foul. And the personal foul was on Vanderbilt. So George did that report about, the Lakers with James, Reeves, and Doncic, and in limited minutes this season, what they had done. Well, tonight they've combined for 39 points, 15 of 18 shooting, 11 assists.
Not bad.
They'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, his report, 152 minutes together coming into tonight.
Reeves now with 12. Leonard banks it home and a foul, so a chance at a three-point play as he's
thus far this game.
Wow, yeah. I mean, listen, and again, coming in, the Lakers are not a team that sends a lot of blitzes in the direction of an opponent, but that is the level Kawhi is at, and so they have committed to it.
11 straight points for the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard. James hesitates, now fires off the mark on the three. Rebound Leonard, his first board of the game. Leonard on the drive. Can't get the layup, but Smart lost the ball out of bounds, so it's going to stay with the Clips.
With that pressure to somehow get through it.
Great pass by Leonard. Miller with the stuff, and it's an 8-point game.
So he knows what's coming, and just quickly, his mind gets the process quickly and gets off the ball.
4 assists now for Leonard to go with 13 points. Got a kicked ball here, and that pass attempt by Reeves. Saw Doncic checking back. 7, the best record in the NBA during that span. And he broke it down for us. It was a lengthy answer as Doncic with a nice pass to Ayton for the slam. But he said the biggest thing was Kawhi Leonard got hurt in that 6th game of the year, then missed 10 in a row, and we couldn't seem to get back on track when he came back.
He wanted to answer the question, like he was desperate to explain, because they went 1-9 without Kawhi. He comes back, he's on a minutes restriction, and look at this, they're being smart. They're putting him in the middle of the floor, right? Can't send an extra defender. He said they made the switch, and this is going to help them absorb the doubles. But it goes to me, too, as he said, so they can't win a clutch game. They're a rebound away against Minnesota, lose Lakers season would feel if instead of 15-3, they're 9-9. That loss column looks a lot different, right?
And on the other side, the Clippers have won 8 in a row in clutch when they started 2 for 10. They couldn't win one when they were bad early in the year. Collins 3 swishes through his first triple, and it's a 7-point game at the midway point of the second quarter.
Boy, he has really shot it well all season, John Collins. Give him credit for being adaptable.
Another great pass inside by Doncic. Ayton gets it back out. Now Kennard in the paint. And Luke Kennard with the 2-pointer.
Good read. I mean, just playing off ball movement to a closeout to a paint touch. Smart play by Kennard.
Been 50 paint points combined and just 1 block shot, so not a lot of rim protection, although as we say that, Ayton got a piece of that Lopez attempt. Here's Doncic giving it up to Hachimura. Plays catch with Kennard. Now it's Luka. Straight on 3. And Luka Doncic is 5 for 6 from behind the arc.
And he held the pose longer than I've ever seen him do that.
Holding poses, blowing kisses. He's got all the celebration moves tonight.
We are in Hollywood, after all.
Leonard gets deep, finishes +1.
So where are the 2 spots, right? Okay, middle of the floor, hard to send the double team because now you're going to pick them apart. But he also has a post-up ability. So this is a guy you can strip, you don't get it, and boom. Right within 10, chance to get to single digits.
And LaRavia picks up his 3rd foul, so Leonard now with a team-high 16 points. Doncic has the game-high 20, and he's hit his last 7 shots, 5 straight from 3. Directing traffic with teammates, now takes off and drives all the way to the cup, and it was blocked by Lopez, but Ayton tips it in. Collins on the drive, floats it up, no, off the window. Doncic pushing pace. Kennard. His pass picked off. Quickly ahead to Dunn. Doncic went for the steal. Leonard with the blow by gets the seal from Collins and scores on the baseline.
This guy's game is ridiculous. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. There's efficiency. The flat trajectory of his jump shot. Like, you think he wouldn't be a good shooter?
Lopez rechecks Ayton, and here comes Leonard again. doubled at the top of the circle. Leonard on the move, leans in, goes to the left. Collins got the rebound. Collins lost it, but it stays Clipper ball. Laravia's got to be careful with 3 fouls. The 3 goes down for Kawhi Leonard. He's got 21.
Oh, my goodness. We just showed you he's got the highest usage of his career. He's averaging a career high in points, as distinguished as his career has been.
Luka can't answer. Leonard, who's the top second quarter scorer in the NBA, has got 19 here in the second. He'll try another 3. No good that time.
That has his bench up and jumping, anticipating another make.
Doncic stripped, but a foul on the Clippers. 3rd team foul, and free throws here for Doncic.
Kawhi is going to have a lot more heavy lifting to do on the offensive end. He's got the game to make it happen. Just navigates, sees 2 defenders at the rim, just a little escape dribble back to the corner, then off the little mishandle by Collins. That's a tough shot, folks. Laravia is in his space. He's on the side of his body where the right hand is going to fire, and he still makes it.
And you have to be encouraged if you're a Clipper fan watching Kawhi Leonard play 18 minutes tonight after 33 last night and seeing no drop-off whatsoever in his game. Coming up after our game, Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Jalen Rose in for Shaq tonight, breaking down all the games on Inside the NBA. Shout out to Chuck. Happy birthday, Charles. You know Doris as well as anybody with Charles Barkley. Most people on their birthday, people would be buying for them, but you know Charles, he's going to be buying like he always does for everyone else.
If Charles is in the building and there's a bar tab, he's picking it up. So just find him.
Buying for them, but you know Charles, he's going to be buying like he always